All right, everybody, welcome to Fiesta Friday. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Jason Salas, and we have a great show for you tonight. Our friends from RE/MAX Diamond Realty will be here once again. And tonight we are going to talk about escrow and why that's important and why you need to know about it. Also, we'll be heading back out for another staycation segment, so you want to tune in for that. But first, we are going to learn about Fire Prevention Week, and we have here some friends. We have Guam Fire Department Fire Prevention Bureau Chief Captain Ron Castro. Ron, always a pleasure.
How are you doing?
And Master Sergeant Kerry Fredrickson with the Assistant Chief of Fire Prevention, I should say.
Deputy Anderson, yes, sir.
Yes, okay, so thanks so much for being here, Half a day.
Half a day.
Okay, so let's get into exactly how Fire Prevention Week started, because it was a very significant event that, sparked this all off, pun certainly not intended.
Yes.
That's right.
That was the Great Fire of Chicago.
Mm-hmm. The big one.
Yes, the big one in 1871, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Over 200-some people died in that fire, leaving hundreds of thousands homeless. Yeah, so basically that's how Fire Prevention Week started.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The first official in 1922 was the first actual Fire Prevention Week. So ever since then, fire service has been doing this, making fire safety known once a year.
Mm-hmm. Now, are we talking fire prevention this year as like with normal folks inside the home, as well as businesses? Because a lot of companies right now, they're saying, bring your food in and we'll cook, we have corporate cafeterias, or we have break rooms and everything like that. And because you hear about grass fires, oil fires and grease fires and stuff like that. So how exactly do we define how we prevent fires?
Fire Prevention Week really is not just for the schools or for the kids. Fire Prevention Week is for everybody, and it's really not just that 1 week. It's not Fire Prevention Week. It's actually for the whole month, for the whole year, every day, really, 365 days of a year. Everybody needs to be cognizant about fire prevention, ways to prevent fires. And it's not just for the homes, but also for the business establishments, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, then the theme of this year's Fire Prevention Week is also interesting because it brings to light a certain device that everybody should have in every building.
Smoke alarms, yes. Working smoke alarms save lives. Many homes, and not just homes, businesses as well. It is a fire code that everyone should have one in their occupancies, and they got to be working, because obviously if they're not working, they're not going to do you any good.
And you could be in big trouble.
Right, you'll hear them chirp, and some people just take out the battery, and that shuts them up. Yes, but you need the batteries, and in case the electricity goes out, so you can still be protected and know when to get out when the detector goes off.
Now, forgive my ignorance, this is kind of interesting, because smoke alarms were something that I remember when I was growing up in the 80s. There was such a huge push at a national level as far as advertising to say you have to have these in your home. As you said, make sure the batteries are charged and make sure they're in operating order, tested at least once a month and everything. It seems like we kind of went away from that, and now they're coming back to that. Is that fair?
I think what they're trying to do is hit every area. Actually, smoke detectors are hit more on Fire Prevention Week than anything else, I believe, because they are actually your first device that will signal you to get out of the home and fast and quickly, because smoke can overcome you. That's the #1 cause of death in house fires. So the early notification is going to save your life, and that's where we come in to explain to people, once the smoke detectors do go off, what you should do then to get out quickly.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of the activities that are going on.
Okay, great.
Because you guys are all over the place this month.
Yes, we are, and thank you for having us here. But we started with we have a fundraising car wash this Sunday here at the parking lot at KUAM in Harmon Loop. Yes, and that's from 9 to 3. I'm sorry, 9 to 3, and then our proclamation signing is on Monday, 11 a.m. at the Governor's Conference Room. And then we start our kickoff on October 4th, Saturday at Kmart. It's great for everybody to come out. They'll have smoke detectors on sale there, so that if you don't have a smoke detector at home, you can purchase some, and we can show you how to use it, how to test it, how to mount it, because all those things they add up to how well your smoke detector is going to be effective to save your life if in the event that it has to. So we have some apparatuses to be there for the kids to come and take a look at. Sparky, Smokey the Bear. So it's a good activity. A rescue extrication from the rescue units that'll be going out and showing what they have to do to rescue some people. And then we have the same thing on Sunday, just a little scaled down, you know, just more on the inside information giving and stuff like that. We have some free T-shirts to give out to the first 100 customers, and then the same thing again on the 11th at Home Depot. We'll do the same thing, and then we have an evacuation drill on the 6th of October, which is which is a Monday. And so those are the activities.
Now, real quick, if you can just emphasize the importance of families having their own evacuation plan. Again, this is something I know when I was growing up, there was a big national campaign to say, everybody make sure that you know where to go, who to get in touch with and everything, and where you meet outside.
Right, and this is usually where we go into the schools and do this, because we give them a homework assignment, which actually gets the parents involved, because they have to help the child with the evacuation plan. And it's biggest thing is always have 2 ways out of a room, because you never know where the fire will be in that room, and practice it once a month, and then from different areas of the house, not always the same area, so everybody knows where to go and where to meet and how to call the fire department when needed.
All right, well, we can't wait to help you guys out with that car wash on
Great.
Sunday. We'll be here.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, we'll be here anyway. All right, we'll see you then. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, stay tuned. We are back after this.